Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca Virginia, and today I have some brand new DIYs to share with you for this Valentine's Day. We're a little under a month out from Valentine's Day, so it's a perfect time to start crafting so that you will have everything ready to enjoy this holiday. All of these are pretty much using Dollar Tree supplies, so not only are they inexpensive, but they're also pretty quick and easy. I grabbed a trio of funnels from the kitchen section of Dollar Tree, and then I put a little bit of the crinkle paper. This is the pink color from Dollar Tree, and then you can fill it up with whatever kind of goodies you want. I just went with some candies, and then I took some clear saran wrap and wrapped it around so that the candies would stay in there and wouldn't fall out. For the Kisses sign, I just printed this out onto some printer paper. I Googled Hershey Kisses, screenshotted the image, and printed it out. And then I just taped it right where the funnel part is. And we're going to be covering this with the tinfoil anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You won't be able to see the tape. Then it's super easy. You're just going to grab some tinfoil and completely cover your funnel, and you have got a Hershey Kiss. I love this because not only is it easy, you're really only using a couple of supplies. Really, you probably only have to buy the funnel because I bet you already have tinfoil and saran wrap in your house. And it's so fun because you could open it up and see what kind of goodies that you have got inside. Next up, we're doing a little bit of a take on a hot air balloon, and we're going to be filling it with some Valentine's Day goodies. Let me know in the comments down below what you received when you were younger. We really just did candy and chocolates, maybe a balloon. I know people nowadays like to do a lot more toys and gifts in their Valentine's Day gifts, but let me know in the comments down below. Were you mostly just getting candy and chocolate, or were you getting actual presents? I feel like it's so soon after Christmas that a couple little trinkets are fun, but mostly just the focus is on candy and chocolates. I took one of these coffee cups from the Dollar Tree. They came in a pack and I cut it down. And then I loved these heart straws from the Dollar Tree. I thought they were so cute. Those are going to be what anchor the balloon in. I just used a little bit of tape to attach those to our coffee cup. Then this balloon I thought was really cute. It was already pre-inflated at the Dollar Tree. So I took off the stick from the bottom of it and then again just added a little bit of tape to make sure it was adhered to the heart straws. I put some crinkle paper down into what's going to be the basket of our mini hot air balloon, and then I put in a little fidget pop-it toy and some candies. I've got a Hershey bar and then some sour gummies in there. I think this is so cute and just a different and fun way to present some candy and treats to your Valentine this year. Next up is another easy one that really has very minimal supplies. We're going to be making some Valentine fortune cookies. And the best part is you can customize the message inside of your fortune cookie to be personalized to whoever you are giving this to. So this is a really fun one. I did just find a whole list of fortunes off of Pinterest and I printed those out. But again, you can customize them. So I started off using red paper and cutting some circles. I did larger and smaller ones. Then you're going to add just a drop of hot glue to fold it in half. Next part can be just a little bit tricky because you want to make sure the paper doesn't rip, but you're just going to indent it into the center and fold it. It is really that easy. Again, you're going to fold your paper in half, add a little bit of hot glue. Then on the bottom part, just push it in so that your fortune cookie starts to take shape and add a little bit of hot glue to make sure it maintains that shape. Then you can go ahead and trim your fortunes to size. Mine were a little bit long. I wanted you to, of course, be able to grab it, but not hang out too much. So I did trim off that area. But I absolutely love the way that this came out. It also was perfect because Walmart has so many amazing Valentine's Day supplies. And I found a set of these adorable heart takeout boxes for like $2.99, and you got a bunch of them. Walmart has seriously got some great stuff this year. Next up, if you are doing a Valentine's or a Galentine's Day party, or you just want to dress up your mantle for February, this is a really easy and inexpensive one. Originally, I thought I was going to alternate between white and pink bows using the Dollar Tree table covers, but I found out I obviously didn't read it too well because the pink was a plastic tablecloth, but the white was more of a cellophane material, so I could not use that. But it's still really easy and I like the way it turned out. I just took the pink tablecloth. I cut it into a bunch of strips and then just started making bows out of them, really making sure to fluff out the bow sections. I think that's what makes this look really pretty. And then, of course, trimming off the tails. Now, you can just string this up onto some jute like I did, but to make it a little bit more fancy and fun, I thought it'd be really cute to add in some plain cards, obviously using the heart suite. I love the way that this turned out after I strung through the bows and the playing cards onto some of that red and white jute, and I ended up placing this on my mantle. There's not a lot of color there usually, so I thought this added a really fun pop and would be perfect for Valentine's Day. Next is going to be a little bit more of a Valentine's Day gift. So I got these popcorn bags also, of course, at the Dollar Tree and thought it would be just really fun. The Valentine can be a movie night in, and you can fill it with some fun goodies. So originally I did have some of these Alani New energy drinks that were a red color, so I thought they'd be perfect, but it was super heavy and kept knocking the bag over. They are just paper popcorn bags. So that didn't really work out. So I ended up just filling it with a bunch of crinkle paper, a bag of popcorn, some cute heart shaped chocolates in that chocolate box, and then some more fun chocolates and little candies just to decorate the top. And then finished everything off with this Valentine movie night printable. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite rom-com to watch, or what do you plan to watch on Valentine's Day? I love decorating the plain candles from Dollar Tree. Let me know if they are more inexpensive at Walmart. Dollar Tree, of course, you'll get two for $1.25. I love using these for so many different holidays and seasons. So if you guys know where I can get them cheaper, please let me know. But they're so much fun to decorate. You can place them on your mantle, put them in the candlestick holder, and I think it just adds a really fun pop of color or whatever season it is. In the past, I've done cherries and I've done hearts. So this year, the bows have been very popular. They were everywhere for Christmas, so I'm thinking they might be popular also for Valentine's Day. So I just took one of my paint pens and did little pink bows all over the candles. Again, please be careful if you're going to actually burn these. I just like to use them for decor. I think they're a really fun pop of color and accessory. Next up, we have another Valentine DIY gift. We're going to be making these lollipops that are filled with goodies. These came two in a pack at the Dollar Tree, and I filled them with crinkle paper and chocolates and candies, and they come with a lid too, which is really nice. So I was able to seal everything off. Then I'm taking some of this clear wrap, which you can also find in the wrapping section or the party section usually of Dollar Tree. And I took those heart straws again. So that's going to be what's the lollipop stick. I thought I'd be able to hot glue it onto the plastic lid, which you could, but honestly, I didn't even need to. By the time I took the ribbon to tie off the bottom of where, the top of the candies are of the lollipop to the lollipop stick, you didn't even need to use any glue. So the ribbon is what held everything all together. And then when they open it up, take the ribbon off and the wrap, they have got all the treats inside. I know books are always a popular gift, so to go with it, you may as well make a fun bookmark. I looked on Pinterest. I just put into the search free printable bow, found this pattern that I liked, printed it out, and then cut it according to the size of my acrylic blank. I used a bit of Mod Podge to adhere it onto the acrylic blank, and then waited about 24 hours for it to dry completely. I ended up using a little bit too much of Mod Podge, so you can see me trying to scrape a bit off. You really don't need that much. I added a pink bow, so that is going to be the marker of our bookmark. And then I found this really cute label, which I will, of course, leave linked down below in the description box. I will have links to all of the labels that I used in today's video. If you're not much of a DIYer but still want to make an adorable Valentine's Day gift, Walmart has got you covered for $2. They had all sorts of different plastic containers in bows. They had gummy bears, so many cute designs. This is the smaller bow, so it was only $2. So I'm putting this hot pink paper down inside, and then you can fill it with whatever you want. The new season of Bridgerton is coming out, and Walmart has these really nice tea-inspired bath salts. It didn't didn't quite fit in, but I did eventually get it to be able to fit in. I just had to crunch down the sides a little bit. They were only $3 and I thought they were really fancy and nice. I've also used them since I've made this video and they smell amazing. Then you can just fill it with all sorts of goodies. I put in some chocolates and some sweet tarts. And then I really liked this label, so I went around it with pink ribbon and made a bow on top of the bow with our cute best friend ever label attached. Again, that'll be linked in the description box down below. Next DIY in today's Valentine's Day video is a super easy one, but it's great if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, but you still want to incorporate a little touch of Valentine's Day into your home. Really, you just need two supplies, some raffia and a mason jar. This one I actually got at my friend's baby shower. It was filled with lots of chocolates inside of it, so I wanted to repurpose it. Of course, I kept the chocolates, but I am going to be repurposing the mason jar. It already had some pink and white on it, so I just went over it with the color Ballet Slipper by Waverly Chalk Paint. I really love this pink color for lots of Valentine's Day and spring DIYs, so I ended up doing 2 coats of this to completely cover my ball mason jar. To keep with that farmhouse theme, I had to distress the jar just a little bit, give it a little bit more of a weathered look. So I did use a bit of sandpaper and just sanded off the raised section where it said ball and mason. And I also added one of the felt heart stickers from Dollar Tree onto the front of our jar before wrapping around some raffia all the way around the jar and also placing a nice big raffia bow on front. I screwed back on the silver lid and also placed some fresh flowers into our painted mason jar, but you could always place in some fake floral picks from the Dollar Tree. For the last few DIYs, I wanted to share Valentine's Day decor. To start off this DIY, we're going to take the wood crate from the Crafter's Square section of the Dollar Tree and paint it entirely in dark brown paint. While the paint on our wood crate dries, we can move on to the candle. I'm taking one of these emergency candles from the Dollar Tree and then some jute, and I am just hot gluing it to the bottom of the candle and wrapping it all the way up. Make sure that you do leave the bottom without the jute because that's the area that you need to twist off to add in the batteries. After I had added the jute all the way around the candle, I was continuing to DIY some things to go in the crate. So I knew one of the main items that I wanted were these wood heart ornaments. So I just started off by painting them red, and then I gave them each their own little embellishment. The first heart I added white polka dots to using white paint in the back end of a paintbrush. Then on the second heart, I took some jute and I wrapped it all the way around the heart twice. On the third heart, I decided to add a little white felt heart to the very center of it. I liked the pop of the white against the dark red. Now, in order to make sure that our hearts stand up inside of our wood crate, I am taking some wood dowels and painting them a dark brown. We're going to end up hot gluing the hearts onto the wood dowels. For another embellishment for our wood crate, I am taking these heart chalkboard tags. These are found in the Crafter's Square section of the Dollar Tree, and I've seen them all year round, not just during Valentine's Day. To add a bit of texture to our wood crate, I'm taking some jute and just stringing it all the way along the crate on the top and bottom of those little crevices. For a sign on our wood crate, I am taking this XOXO galvanized sign. This came in a set of 3 different kinds of Valentine's Day galvanized signs. And now is the fun part because we get to arrange our wood crate and all of the embellishments going inside. I did fill the crate up with some floral foam from the Dollar Tree, and then after I placed the candle in the center, I just used all of the heart embellishments that we made, as well as these floral picks, which are really pretty pink and red roses, also from the Dollar Tree. And now your Valentine's Day themed wood crate is complete. This next DIY turns a Dollar Tree wood heart into a picture frame and uses a DIY Crackle Paint method. The first step in this DIY is to sand off all of the glitter that's on the sign. Next up, I took a red paint because that's the color that I want to show through on the crackle, but you can decide whatever color that you would like, but just note that that is the color that's going to be cracked and showing through. Now we are going to begin doing our Crackle Paint method. So first off, I'm just taking some liquid glue from the Dollar Tree. This is just the Jot brand, so you don't need anything fancy, and I am just smearing this on the heart. And as you can see, there's different layers of thickness to the glue. You want to spread it on actually pretty messy because crackle isn't uniform when it happens naturally. It's going to be different layers of crackle. So having the thin and the thick parts are going to give you different textures on the heart. Next is the tricky part because you want to dry your glue about 75% of the way. I actually don't have a heat gun, so this is me just using my hair dryer, and I ended up using a high setting and drying it for 60 seconds. If you didn't want to count for 60 seconds, you can kind of tell because the glue will actually start to bubble up and wrinkle. It's kind of weird looking, and that's how you know that it is almost dried. Once the glue has reached this semi-dried state, you're going to immediately paint over it with some chalk paint. And you can kind of see that I'm more so dabbing the paint on rather than really using a heavy hand and dragging. And the reason is I don't want to burst the glue bubbles. They're kind of fragile in this state, so I just want to delicately go over them because I don't want to mix the glue with the paint. I just want to put the paint over top of the glue. Now you can just let the paint air dry and do its work and crackle will happen. But this was the first time I had ever tried Crackle Paint, and I was really excited to see if it would actually work. So I again took my hair dryer because I wanted it to dry super fast, and as you can see, it did start to crackle and the red started to poke through. That's because when the glue dries, it will then crack the paint. So once I was happy with how the bottom of the heart turned out, I figured I can go ahead and finish doing the crackle on the rest of the heart. And of course, I had to put in a few more clips of the paint and the glue crackling because I just think this effect is so cool and I'm definitely going to be using it in more of my DIY projects in the future. Again though, you don't need a hair dryer or a heat gun. The paint and the glue will do this effect on their own. The heat doesn't add anything other than speeding up the drying process. Once the clothespins were painted red and fully dried, I pinned them onto the wood heart and then I moved on to making a layered bow. To start off my layered bow, I took some red buffalo check ribbon that I had from way back in the fall at the Dollar Tree when they stocked it, so I was able to use that, and then I just layered on some burlap and satin bows on top. The last step is to add some pictures of your choice to our wooden heart. I think if you have a Polaroid camera, that size of picture would fit perfectly. I unfortunately don't, so I just went ahead and added some smaller pictures that I took last spring. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, keep searching, keep creating.